Good morning. Are you ready to start our new week in history? Well, we're going to go to a place called Vietnam. Have you ever heard that name? You know Papa, Mimi and Papa? Papa was a soldier and he went to fight a war in Vietnam. A long time ago. It was about the time that I was born. It was around 1970. I was born in 1973 and he was fighting over there. The next time you see Mimi and Papa, make sure you tell Papa, thank you for your service, because he was a soldier and he fought for our freedom. It's awesome. So you probably won't see my face much because I have to keep the screen up with the pages. So I just wanted to say hi and make sure you're ready to do your lesson, okay? So get your history book out and turn to page 59, and we're going to go ahead and start our history lesson. All right, are you on page 59? We're going to soar on a glider to Vietnam. Let's find out where Vietnam is. Now, this is not a map that's in your book. Wow, it went way too big. This is not a map in your book. I found this map online. So I zoomed in here. Let's see if we can find Vietnam. I think we might have to go back out here a little bit maybe. There it is right there. This is India. This is China. Vietnam is this place right here. Lots of jungles in this area. Lots of jungles. You see it would be right there. So this is where we live. Vietnam is on the other side of the world. Way over there in Asia. Let's read this page about Vietnam, and we're going to figure out what all these yellow words mean. Are you ready for a new week of adventure? I hope so, because we are going to go in a glider over Vietnam. All right, Vietnam is a part of the continent of Asia, and that is the largest continent on Earth. Asia includes grasslands, forests, deserts, mountains, tundra, and more. Some of the main products that are sold from Asia include rice, wheat, petroleum. Do you know what that is? It's gas or oil, tea, rubber, and computers. A lot of interesting things about Vietnam. One is the language itself. They speak a language called Vietnamese. Can you say that? Vietnamese. You know how when someone sings, you can hear rising and falling sounds like, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. You hear that? I go up and down when I sing. Well, in Vietnamese, there are 6 tones that create the sound that give meaning to the words you say. So a word can mean something very different depending on how you speak it. It all depends on the pitch and even the length that you make the word when you hold it out. If you travel to Vietnam, you might be able to see their water puppet shows. People have been doing this for around 1,000 years. The puppets are often made from wood, and they're covered in a lacquer or a wood finish that protects them from the water. The shows often take place in a pond, and the puppeteers stand in the water behind a stage while they control the puppets with poles and strings under the water. The play might be about their rural life, living in the country, or it might be about their history or fun stories told for lots of years. Turn the page. Wow, there's a cave. Look how little these people are and how big that is. The world's largest cave is Son Doong Cave in Vietnam. It's so big that it has its own river, its own jungle, and it creates its own climate. The trees can grow in the cave where holes let the sunlight in. Also, the largest stalagmite ever found is here. It stands 230 feet tall. A lot of rice is grown in Vietnam, and the people often grow it on rice terraces. That way it can be grown on the steep mountainsides that cover a lot of the land. Not only is rice a main part of their meals here, but it's also the things that they grow to sell in a lot of other countries buy their rice from Vietnam. Look down there as we fly over. This is the Cathedral of Notre Dame of Vietnam. It's in Ho Chi Minh City, and it was built by a Frenchman between 1863 and 1880. The materials that were used to build it were all bought in France. Isn't that cool? That's a huge cathedral. I'd like to go to that cave. Turn the page. Wow, what is that? It looks like a dragon. Look, it is a dragon. Looky there. This is the bridge at nighttime. Have you gone across a bridge? Sometimes you can cross one without even realizing it. Bridges have been created to help people cross over rivers or rough ground for thousands of years. Some are made of stone. Others are wood or steel. Some even move up and down. One of the most amazing bridges in Vietnam has to be the 1,864-foot-long Da Nang Dragon Bridge. It was opened in 2013, and the dragon is lit up by 2,500 lights. It can shoot fire while cars drive under it, and it can shoot out water too. I guess out of its mouth it shoots that stuff. I think that'd be kind of scary to drive under. What do you think? And lots of weird stuff over there in Vietnam, isn't it? Look at these. This is a bay. A bay is where water kind of comes up in a little circular area around the land. These two kids live somewhere in Vietnam. Look how pretty and green the grass and stuff is over there. Isn't that pretty over there? Look how they live. They look happy. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they live in a village of some sort. These kids are riding on a bicycle. They look pretty happy, don't they? Now, what are some of the things that you'd like to see or do in Vietnam? Would you like to go see a rice field? That would be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd like to go see a rice field. I think that would be neat. Now, do you ever go shopping with your mom or your dad? How many things can you think of that you buy? I'm gonna say go, and I want you to start naming things that you buy, and then you have to stop when I say stop. Are you ready? Go. Stop. How many things did you think of that you buy? Yeah, a lot of things that you buy. And some of those things that you named were probably things that we get from Vietnam. And they go to our grocery stores so that we can buy them. Isn't that neat? All right, I need you to get your thankful page out, and I want you to write one thing on your thankful page today, okay? One thing that you're thankful for. Maybe you're thankful for rice, okay? All right, that's all. Make sure you do that.